Our top story tonight, an extension on the eviction moratorium. It was scheduled to end today, but some California renters will have 3 more months of protection. Carmela Karcher is live in our satellite center with these new developments for us tonight. Carmela.
Olivia, California lawmakers approved an emergency bill to extend the state's moratorium until June 30th. Now, this is the 4th time the state has extended the moratorium, and now those who are struggling to pay their rent get the chance to stay in their homes for another 3 months.
We can literally feel the stress in the population because so many folks are doing everything they can, working their socks off just to be able to get by.
The housing crisis in California has been around even before the pandemic forced an eviction moratorium across the state in 2020. But since then, the housing crisis has been at the forefront of many people's minds, including local nonprofit Live to Rise CEO Heather Vicona.
Before COVID, we saw that housing insecurity was a crisis. But it was sort of difficult to articulate because what COVID really did for us is it shored up that housing is actually a really central, the foundational issue of our own health. If we don't have somewhere to call home and a place to be able to live from, everything else suffers.
Countless Californians who are facing eviction on Friday for not paying their rent can now breathe a sigh of relief for another 3 months. Thursday afternoon, Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kounalakis signed a law to extend the protections just hours before its expiration. The law was set to expire at midnight, but with thousands of Californians who still have pending applications, the state would not have been able to process all of them before the deadline. But there's a catch. While the bill will stop evictions for people who have applied, it will not give renters more time to apply for help. But Vicona says she has faith in the Coachella Valley to help those who are struggling to find the means.
I think the thing that is amazing about living in the Coachella Valley and in Riverside County is there's sort of a can-do spirit of grit that people have. And we have to sort of harness that grit to imagine if we decide that it's not acceptable for anyone in our community to be without a home, then we can make that happen. And that happens through decisions that are made at a local, regional, and state level.
State lawmakers impose statewide eviction protections, meaning local governments can't try to pass their own laws to protect their communities. So if you haven't had the chance to apply for rent relief, applications will only be open until midnight tonight. Live in the Satellite Center, Carmela Karcher, NBC Palm Springs, News First.